My name is John Baldiga. I am a senior at WPI, and I'm studying mechanical engineering with a concentration in design and a minor in physics.
My name is Jennifer Himatu, and I am a senior at WPI, majoring in civil engineering, concentrating in structural engineering. I live really close by. I live about 10 miles down the road, and I didn't know if I wanted to be that close to my parents and my family for the next 4 years. My parents both work in Worcester. So it was a little interesting. I came to campus again once I got accepted and just fell in love with the place.
I really liked how WPI in particular allowed me to take the courses that I wanted to take. I was also very attracted to the Global Studies program. I actually was convinced I was going to Namibia for my IQP before I even got into WPI.
I love the tour. I love the community. Everyone seemed to just do a lot of collaborative work, and that seemed a lot different from a lot of other engineering schools where you're just working by yourself and getting the project done and competing with everyone else.
So the combination of projects, the short 7-week terms, and just a collaborative atmosphere really got me excited about coming to WPI.
I was kind of rare. I knew exactly what I wanted to do starting from senior year. I really liked architecture, but not really the art part. I liked a lot of the engineering, math, and science part. So I knew I just wanted to help architects and construction workers with creating a building and making sure it stood up, whether a building or a bridge or something like that. Structures always kind of fascinated me.
Freshman year, I got involved in the community service fraternity Alpha Phi Omega, and then I soon became involved in Habitat for Humanity, the social fraternity Phi Kappa Theta, and just a lot of little activities throughout the years.
I did a lot of club sports, especially starting out my freshman year. I wanted to get involved in some sort of club sport. I did cheerleading in high school, so I decided to do that for the first couple years here. Also meet some other females at WPI. So I did that, and I also got involved in cross-country skiing. I think I was the only person on campus that cross-country skied, so the Alpine team got a hold of me, and they needed cross-country skiers, so I did that. And that was a great experience because by my sophomore year, the team had grown to 10 people, and we were actually able to go to nationals in Colorado. So that was a really good experience, getting to go to Colorado my sophomore year to ski against all these other great schools and skiers. Pretty much every class I've done some sort of project or group work, especially with the IQP and MQP.
I did my IQP in Namibia, in Africa, and it was a wonderful experience. I worked on sustainability. They have an invasive bush problem, so we worked on harvesting it and housing the workers and what to do with the land afterwards.
For my interactive qualifying project, my IQP, I went to Australia, which was an awesome experience because I was halfway across the world in a place that I don't know if I'd ever get to go back to again. I worked with the Department of Transportation, so they have a tram system over there that is not handicap accessible, and they only had so much money to make it handicap accessible. So me and my 2 partners went around and created this rating system. So the Department of Transportation could go around and rate different stops and allocate their funding accordingly. So they weren't going to upgrade the whole system, but they could upgrade at least the ones that needed the most upgrading initially.
My MQP is not something I'm used to, which is kind of neat. I'm doing a robotics MQP. So me and 3 teammates of mine are designing a robotic joint that's kind of modular and small and cost effective. So it'd be used in a lot of applications from laboratories, manufacturing, to educational stuff.
For my major qualifying project, my MQP, I decided to do something a little different. A lot of the students who are structural engineers will typically just design a building or a bridge, but I wanted to take it a little further and do some laboratory experiments. So me and my partner Allison decided to look specifically at bridge joints and bridge connections, since a lot of bridges in Massachusetts are unfortunately structurally unstable, and typically it happens within the joints, or that will be the thing that fails first. So we specifically looked at 4 different types of joints and how they were connected and tested them in tension and basically saw what happened, because something like this hadn't been done before, so we didn't really know where to go from it, but we took a lot of the data and were able to come up with a lot of different conclusions and submitted our report last week. So we worked on something really hard for probably around seven months and came up with some good results. So it was a lot of fun to do. is definitely an interesting, unique MQP.
After graduation, I already have a job at General Electric Aviation up in Lynn, Massachusetts. I get into the Edison education program.
I am planning to go to grad school. So far, I've gotten into Cornell, University of Maryland, and Tufts University. I'm still waiting on WPI, so I haven't heard from them yet.
College is expensive, and again, I have two older sisters who went to school before me, so money was always tight for college. So having this endowed scholarship really made the difference for me to come to WPI and to succeed at WPI.
I am paying for my entire tuition here, so now as I look back, or I guess look forward on paying back my loans, it is a little daunting, but it definitely has helped that I have gotten grants and scholarships and the endowed scholarship throughout the past 4 years. And it is nice to know that I'll have a good job in the future in the engineering field.